Hello everyone, it's been a while, but we are back with BFME 2 patch 1.09 HD edition. Today it's going to be El Clasico, 1v1 El Clasico, Forza Isen II, Ecthelion against Arangel, Dwarf against Goblins. In the top we got Ecthelion playing as Dwarves and his opponent's going to be Arangel, and the bottom playing as Goblins. Goblin hasn't been chosen yet PowerPoint, but it's going to be Cave Bats on Dwarf side Rallying Call, and let's check the players. We got Goblin, we got Andy, Rise of the Lich King expert, and Ecthelion. They're going to play with each other. Silver replay on GamingPiece.org, and it's also the first game from the semi-final for the last 1v1 tournament. Arangel is going to build another tunnel, I guess. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Halvors, nice placement actually. Nice placement by Ecthelion. Like in the back, the first mineshaft is in the back of the base also, so it's not that easy to be able to destroy it. And there are two builders on the left and right side. On the right side we got the mineshaft near the Warclar, and there is another builder in the bottom, so I guess this one is going to create another mineshaft before Guardians appear for Ecthelion. On the side of Goblins we got Goblin Cave, another Goblin Cave, as always, most of the time, not always, Goblin would like to do. Some players keeping the other Goblin Cave in order to create fissure and give themselves faster trolls. It's really good to have trolls in Dwarf against Goblins. And here we go. Rallying Call, just kick in, just to not waste time of the Rallying Call. And those works will be killed, this Warclar will be destroyed, and the treasures from the really safe Warclar are going to go towards the Dwarven player. Now take the treasures. It's like a 300 resources out of the Warclar at the moment, 1.09, and he's getting back into the mineshaft in order to take another Warclar on the side of his opponent. Second battalion of Goblin Warriors at the moment for Arangel. He's getting to spam those Goblin Warriors as much as possible. And now Ecthelion is going to creep. He's going to create another mineshaft. I don't think so that he scouted this tunnel over there, but this tunnel may scout him. Yes, this tunnel will scout the mineshaft, but it doesn't have the range towards those pikes over there, because that's maybe horrible. Level 4, before Warchon, rather Rallying Call get away. Really nice pickup over here for Ecthelion. Let's check the Goblin player. Goblin player is binding out the troll with the builder, and in the meantime he's creeping the troller at the moment. Really nicely done. As you can see, this troll is not punching any of those goblins, not yet. And Rabus will go down. Pretty well done, pretty well done. All the battalions will be saved. Some of them with a couple of casualties, but nonetheless it's well done. Goblin is moving towards the left side over there, the right side, and is going to try to destroy those mineshafts. Of course, there are no poison blades, and as we know, it's not like in Rise of the Witch King when you don't need to use poison blades to do more damage towards structures. In 1.09 and BFME 2 in general, you need to use poison blades in order to deal some more damage towards mineshafts. It's not like in Rise of the Witch King. Although I don't know how it is at the moment in Rise of the Witch King patch 2.02 version 7. Anyway, as we can see, Dwarf is still creeping on the side of his opponent. Let's check if he's going to take the Rebels and level up units. Yes, he was able to do it. He took 2 out of 3 buckets of resources, treasures, and we got Fisher for the Goblin player. He's not upgrading the Fisher to level 2, he's going straight for the Trolls. Trolls really good against infantry. Dwarf is going to react with Forge Works and level 2 and Battle Wagons later on. And now he's moving out of those 2 mineshafts, and as we can see, he will find out that there is a troll, defensive position to just allow the other battalion to get away and tank a damage. So that's pretty nicely done. And Dwarf, it doesn't seem that he's going to rush, he's still creeping. This last war creep been standalone, and now Dwarf got to retreat. He's trying to get as many pikes as possible in order to protect himself against early troll rush. You don't want to be rushed by the trolls and being killed easily like that. And as we can see, there are 3 or 4 battalions of Goblin Warriors. They're heading towards the base of the Dwarven player. There will be a battle wagon. Oh my god, but it takes forever to get it on the air. There is a wall hub expansion really good, so it's not fully secured, or not all those goblin warriors are destroying the mineshaft, but the mineshaft is going down anyway. Goblins of course will be killed, nonetheless really good pickup. The first mineshaft that Dwarf was able to create is going down. And the wall hub could be definitely cancelled at the moment before it is created. Getting 200 resources at this point, when you get only 300 and give yourself another battle wagon faster, it's really important. So this wall hub is kind of a waste of resources at the moment. Of course battle wagon will wreck all those goblin warriors, but it may have some troubles with cave trolls. On the other side, goblin always also check the top side over there near the trawler, and he was able to scout the mineshaft that was about to be created. So I think that Dwarf is going to lose this builder. No matter what he's going to do, even if he's using the stopping button, he will be killed over there, indeed. And the battalion of guardians also will be punched by the troll, not able to do much. On the other side, troll been killed by the battle wagon and the one battalion of pikes. And how we are going over here, another mineshaft, just to secure the base. As we can see, not lots of command points for the dwarven player at the moment. 7 power points for him, 5 power points, almost 6 for the goblin player, and also not lots of command points to be filled, only 450, and not even 200 command points has been filled by this player yet. He got official level 2, half marauders on the way, and more goblin warriors should appear soon enough. But as we can see, those two trolls will be bought out by those Men of Dale's battle wagons. And let's see how good of a micro we'll see out of dwarven player. As we saw, 2 punches, and this battle wagon is low on health on red bar. But I guess now the micro with those battle wagons will be way smoother and better. On the other side, another really good attack. We got 6 power points, and we definitely use it at the moment. But his opponent got 8 power points at the moment. So those battle wagons got to get away. They're low on health, lots of goblin warriors, and Tenderland could be used over there. It's definitely going to benefit you when you attack your opponent. So the Tenderland could be used here, but it seems that Dwarf doesn't want to do it, or doesn't need it. Those guardians could definitely use charge, and they did. As we can see, battle wagons are here to support the forge works, but I don't think so they will be able to sustain it. Really good attempt out of the goblin player in order to take those 2 really important structures. And down goes the forge for the dwarven one. We got 9 power points and 8 for dwarf is ahead in like 1 power point, not even 1/4 maybe. But now it's going to be a big skirmish. Big skirmish for goblin player. As we can see, there is a troll. The lone troll, the systematic troll that has been killed. Guardians will be killed by half-troll marauders and of course those goblin warriors. And now the troll will be bought out by the pikes. And although dwarf will get 10 power points, he will fight with some systematic troll. He will lose some health out of this, and now he got to do something. He got to retreat. He got to definitely bite out those after marauders with those 2 battle wagons. They are really low on health. Glowiness on the battlefield though. Hobbit Alliance is a power point of choosing over there for the dwarven player, and we are on 9 power points for the goblin one. As we can see, there are those 2 trolls who will pick a stick or move back to the base. I don't know, but definitely spawn units. It's something that is really important at this point of the game. Use your amount of resources as much as well as possible. Glowing is trying to retreat. He's stopping, and now slam attack may be used. Oh my god, great one, great one. Great slam attack, aggressive stance in order to deal more damage. And here goes those 2 trolls. Firecracker make it so. Level 4 for the almighty glowing, and firecrackers will take care about the Whitesman of Downland. Also glowing is here, completely untamed, and may kill all those Whitesman of Downland. Not the greatest show up over here by the goblin player. His opponent was able to deal much damage, but the rallying call in the base wasn't that successful. Also, the cave bats are here to support him, but the Gloin is going straight for the building, straight for the shake foundation towards some structures in order to gain more, level up better, destroy some structures on level 2, deal some damage, and we'll see how well it's going to go. Dwarf is still moving forward with this one hero. He got 6 power points already, and he will take down the fish on level 2. Rebels will remain, but he's leveling up this Gloin so quickly. Slam is almost here, and as Ecthelion receives Slam attack, he may punch this cave troll as he did last time with those 2, but we'll see if it's going to be possible. He got 6 power points. Goblin got only like 4. And it seems that the Gloin is not changing the path to the attack. He's not going for the cave troll now. He's trying to use the slam, but he's not able to do it. Almost, but I don't think so that he will be able to do it again. There is a heal. Yes, there is a heal. But slam attack is not to be used. Now the whole ground stance here don't do that much movement. And I guess this Gloin is going down before it could take down another level 2 tunnel. Yes, indeed, he's going down. And Goblins get the level up out of him. On the other side, on the complete top over there, near the trawler, we got the mineshaft. There are no units yet in this mineshaft, only 1 battalion of pikes. So, Ecthelion invests all those resources in order to level up Gloin as fast as possible. He wasn't able to do it at the same time when he invested those resources into units. Lack of units on this side, and only 400 command points, and we got 600 command points for Otto at the moment. So he got an advantage even after losing those structures. The rebels still remain over here, so they will be recreated, and Otto doesn't need to care. Only for maybe an upgrade for the Fisher level 2. Oh my god, the worst running call ever. Cave bats were there, you should definitely not use them. Use the running call on top of those units, and the battle wagon really low in health. Throw with a stick, killing the pikes. There are Hatru Marauders also, and the mineshaft is going down. Axe throwers will be added over there, but they're not going to deal that much damage or damage at all. Battle wagon is going down. Guardians are going to fly. They're level 2, but they're low in health and dropping. And now Goblin is in good position to deal more and more damage. As we can see, 900 command points at the moment for him, while his dwarf opponent only for 500, and no units, only 3 battalions, those 2 axe throwers and the pikeman battalion also. As we can see, those Hatru Marauders moving towards the Warclar, creeping the Warclar on the side of his opponent. It's a huge deal. 300 resources out of the Warclar will be added to the composition and resources of the Goblin player, and he may invest it wisely. Archer range is going down, and the throw of a stick still dealing damage. Guardians get preoccupied formation, so they tank the damage, but they cannot move, and this is complete disadvantage. For the Dwarven player, he's just tanking the damage. He cannot pick up the troll at the moment, but Gimli is over here back from the dead, level 5.5, just as a reminder, and he is moving forward towards the troll. He may pick him up. It's only 1 troll with a stick, not fully secured, low on health. Let's check if we got heal. Yes, there is a heal for the Gloin, and 3 battalions of Hatru Marauders. They will be tanking the damage. Really good. Well done with the troll over there. He'll be used, but I don't think so. There is a slam, but it's not targeting the cave troll. Cave troll is out of range. Here we go. Running call. Whitesman of down on the top of units, and let's check if the Gloin is going down. He's really low on health. Troll is dropping low. Troll is going to die. Gloin, although, oh my god, poison ran out. Those goblins have been blocked by the Guardians, and he's getting into the mineshaft safely. Whitesman down on summon, pretty decent one, but we got Guardians, we got pikes, and still axe throwers with running call. I don't think so that may work out that well, although Goblin player is still harassing the opponent, still destroying those mine shafts. Let's check the command points. We got 700 command points at the moment for Dwarf to be fielded, and I guess he got all those mine shafts in the edges of the map. Because in his own base he got like 4, yeah, there are only 4 mine shafts. 4 or 5 mine shafts, so that's not a big deal. How about Goblin? Goblin is still fighting like he was doing it from the very beginning. Goblin warriors and Half-True Marauders, and maybe some trolls. I think the change of composition could be added over there by the Goblin player in order to give himself a little bit of boost and maybe overall destroy more mine shafts of the opponent. Check the sides, it's definitely important also. And there is a Gloin that received level 6, so we got this little shiny helmet and really good slam over there. Let's be honest, it was really good slam out of the units, killing them in the process, pushing them back. And the Gloin could fight those units. There are only a couple of help from Marauders. Goblins doesn't receive the Poison Blades, but there is another attempt. There is another battalion of help from Marauders. There is another battalion of Goblin Warriors, and we got King Dane on the battlefield also. So as you can see, Gloin and King Dane those two are going to level up, and it may be a backbone for the Dwarven army because he's only on the infantry units, as most of the time Dwarf is. But he doesn't have lots of to work with. 500 command points at the moment, so it means that he's losing the mine shafts, and he will constantly do so. As we can see, Goblin is still pressuring his opponent, destroying those mine shafts. It's really important to keep your dwarf opponent in bay, which Otto is aware of. And he's still constantly harassing the opponent, maybe not destroying lots of stuff, but utilize it as best as possible. 11 power points though for Ecthelion. Running call been used for some reason, which is really weird. This health is going down nonetheless. It doesn't matter if you use this running call or not. Really good block on those two structures, key structures for the Dwarven player, Archer Range and Half Warriors, and their productive ability. So the water is here to just punch those units. They come out of the Half Warriors and Archer Range. Really good job over there. On the middle of the battlefield, actually, King Dane is leveling up to level 2. We got Guardians Battalion also with Gimli, with Gloin. Gloin, we saw that he may deal pretty decent amount of damage. Level 3 on this mine shaft on this tunnel over there for the Goblin player. He got the Spider Holes and the Arrow Den expansion, also the upgraded armor for the fortress. But this King Dane is leveling up. He got level 4, the Mighty Range, really important power point although for the Dwarven player at this point of the game, and it's going to be used alongside Hobbit Alliance. Definitely hobbits will be picked up over there as fast as possible, which is really bad for the yes, there is only one Firecracker that doesn't connect with anything actually on this Spider Hole expansion. We get Cloud Break, and there is also a Mary in the back of the battlefield. Isn't going to be enough. 15 seconds of 10 seconds of healing and stunning units. And Tunnel on level 3 is going down. King Dane leveling up to level 6 at the moment. But look at the Gloin, he's dropping low, there is a heal ready. Chain Foundation, good cancellation on the Furnace, not allowing the Gloin to level up even further. And I think the Gloin is going down, and King Dane without units for sure also they both are going down. And as we can see, the rebels still remain over here. So I don't think so that's the best attempt out of Ecthelion. Of course he leveled up those heroes, but there is also Gore Kill in the last split second in order to get level 2, almost level 3. And now Dwarf was able to push back the opponent from his zone, but there is a counterattack. There is counterattack with a hero in all of this, and that's maybe really hard for Dwarf to do something about it. There is no expansion, there is no armory for armor on the fortress, only axe throw, barrack is not yet ready, half war is not yet ready, more and more tunnels in order to just give himself 350 command points. And not that big of the deal for the Goblin player who got 1k. And Wiseman Downland, we got even more than 10 land. So that's maybe really hard, that's maybe game changing over there. Level 3 for Gore Kill, as he got this Scorpion over there. Some more expansions for the Goblin player, for the Dwarven player. Builder is dropping down, and here we go. Men of Dale, really good counter against Hawktor Marauders and those Goblin Warriors. Running Call was used also. Is there going to be Tunnel Land? Yes, indeed, there is a Tunnel Land for the Goblin player, but now Goblin can rebuild. Goblin can deal more and more damage. He may not be able to destroy the fortress because of Men of Dale over there, and you are not able to do it with only Hawktor Marauders and those little Goblin Warriors, but nonetheless he's dealing really decent amount of damage, and Men of Dale are here to protect the base for sure. That's why this running call been used on them. So Goblin been pushed back again, but for what cost? You definitely was forced to use 2 power points over there, running call and Men of Dale. Also you lose the productive building that produce units for you. So every loss of the unit is really important for you. You don't want to waste units. At the moment, just Goblin for some reason doesn't have units. He wasn't doing micromanagement well here. It's really hard to do it when you concentrate on the battlefield. But you want to have constantly getting yourself more and more units on the battlefield in order to, when the raid is finished, you are able to recover and just protect your base, because now Dwarf got those Guardians at level 5, Gorky really low on health. He cannot fight those Guardians, to be honest. He may crush them one by one, but it doesn't work out that well. And now even if he got to 1k command points, he doesn't have anything to support this. Only this one troll is heading towards those level 7 Axe Throwers, which is big of the deal. Let's see how well they're going to fight here. Of course they will not kill the troll, it's unbelievable, but they're dealing a really decent amount of damage. The next throw is finished the tunnel. The tunnel was on level 2. The troll is dropping low nonetheless. He's fighting with only axe throwers, but they were on level 7. And as we can see, there is Gloin and Drogov appear. So this is why Goblin doesn't have units, and this cost him a bit. As we can see, he's dropping to 600 command points from 1k, and this shouldn't happen, but most of the time if you want to bot really important hero, or the most powerful hero in the game actually, which is Drogov, the most useful hero, you got to spend lots of money, and it's really hard to constantly pressure your opponent, getting more and more units, and at the same time getting the most useful hero and Dwarf against Goblins. Some poison arrows, some Goblin archers, really important unit. Also, well, they're doing well against infantry, so really nice change in the composition. Running call being used. We got 15 power points for the Goblin player. All tier 1 power points. Gloin is going to die here. Drogov is going to level up. So Man of Dale may save Ecthelion, but he doesn't have the summon yet available. He's working towards those axe throw towers, battle towers. Isn't going to be enough. We'll see later on. Definitely, those infantry units, this one battalion of axe throwers is not enough. Those units will be killed by Goblin archers and the Drogov later on. As we can see, one punch, entire battalion dead. They weren't able to deal any damage actually towards the Drogov, as he is a really tough hero. 700 health over here, 7,000 health over here for the Drogov on level 3, and more Goblin warriors, and this is important for the Goblin player to just spam units as hell. He got 20 power points at the moment, and is he going straight for the Balrog? We'll see. He got lots of units. King Dane on the battlefield, he's level 6. And the Stubborn Pride is not yet here to support the army. And it seems that this Drogov will be forced to get away. He's leveling up to level 4, but you don't want to fight with tons of axe throwers in the battle tower. King Dane, no one health. Nicely done, Fireball. And there is Poison Stinger on the Gorkill, but there is a heal also, and I think the Gorkill should get away. This Drogov should get away also, and here we go. Those 2 trolls, they should be able to deal enough damage towards the battle towers, and maybe kill some axe throwers out of this. King Dane really dropping in health at the moment, and we got 24 power points, almost 25. Thunder not been used. King Dane, is he going to stay alive? Oh, Gloin is here. And yes, he's standing alive still. Hobbit Lion's been used, but there is a Balrog. Surprise, surprise. There is a Balrog. We'll see how well it's going to be used. Kingdane and Gimli are moving back. Gimli is trying actually to deal some damage towards Trolls. Troll level 5 is going away. This Drogov is going away with Gorkil. Gorkil level 6. Stinger is here. Poison Stinger is here. Gloin, low in health on defensive position. He was able to tank the damage, but not anymore. The swing of the sword is going to kill him. Bravo Fire out of Balrog, destroying some axe throwers tunnels over there. And all those structures are dropping low. Really nice utilize of the Balrog. Not aiming for the fortress, aiming for the structures. You can take down fortress with something else. Really nice swings over there onto the units. More and more units will be taken down. Another ignite to double the armor and the damage over here. Oh, really nice whip into the Dwarven Reaches mineshaft. Well utilized, and I think Drogov been picked up by the Man of Dale with Ryan Call, so Dwarf doing a pretty well job also, even if it's really dangerous for him to deal damage, and he's rather taking damage than deal it. He's losing quite a lot, but nonetheless he was able to survive, and he still got 700 command points, so he got those mine shots in the corners. Thresher level 3, fully upgraded base for the Goblin player, and he is trying to recover his own Drogov in this point. As we can see, Scavenger will be another power point alongside, no, it's going to be just Scavenger, so the resources after killing and destroying structures for the Goblin player. On the side of Dwarf, we got still Cloudbreak available, Dwarven Reaches that have been used, and the mineshaft has been destroyed by the whip of the Balrog. And I think there we go, Gloin back on the battlefield once again, and we'll see how well it's going to be utilized. Man of Dale, Hobbits from an inn, and nothing else actually, so it's not big of the deal for the Goblin player. Goblin player may kill some builders, destroy some structures, and there is a slam ability. It's not going to be utilized. Really good Poison Stinger. War Chant been used, but there is a Cloud Break. And now it's Gorky who is in danger. He got to get away. He will not be able to do it. He's in his back on the Scorpion. It's really hard to get away. And he's going down. Really good utilize of the Cloud Break to save, not only save Gloin, but also killing Gorky in the process. White's Man of Dawn will be picked up also. Not big of the deal at this point. And still, Goblin is dropping. Goblin is dropping numbers. Now it's Dwarf who is on the offense, to be honest. And he's dealing damage. And it's constantly back and forth, so this is a really nice game, I got to say. Warchon available for the Goblin player, and there is Kingdane back into the action. We got 21 power points. What is going to be? Might Rage, and there is the Undermine actually. Nice idea out of Ecthelion to just save his own Kingdane against all those Goblin warriors, like 4 battalions of them, and the Giant over there. There's on level 2, so there is the Undermine. Lots of Goblins been killed, and here comes Gloin with the entire army to support him. This Giant got to get away as fast as possible. As we can see, those 2 tunnels will be picked up by the Dwarven player. Undermined, really well done. There is a troll on level 7 actually, and lots of giants will pop out soon enough. But now Dwarf is in the offense. This is something that Dwarf likes to do all the time, to be on offense, to deal damage, to deal as much damage as possible, and to destroy the opponent. 2 giants over there, another in the process. Troll on level 9 at the moment, so this is really nice. More and more Goblin warriors from the Goblin caves. 3 Goblin caves. This is a nice idea to just spam units as hell. But here comes Drogov again, and he is on level 5. There is another giant also. He's looking for blood, of course, and now I think the dwarf should thinking about get away. He doesn't have power points, he got only running call, 10 power points for him, Undermine been used, Cloudbreak been used, and Men of Dale are not here available yet, Hobbit the Lion also, so I don't think so that he can do anything. Running call been used in order to kill Drogov, but is it going to be possible? I don't think so. There is too much blood over there, and here we go, Fireball into the Oxfords, and their battalion killed off because they were near the tunnel, and there is Gloin still trying to deal damage, but he's low in health, there is nothing that could save him. Gorky although should get away for sure, and Gloin will be picked up, Gorky will get away, and here we go, level 6 for the Almighty Drogov. This is also really important. With Firefly he may kill also those Summon Men of Dale. Barrage will be used here to just destroy the fish on level 3, or it's going to be just attempt to do it. As we can see, Gorky, King Dane is dropping on a health, and Drogov is still here to save his fisher, I assume. Yeah, King Dane is dead. Guardians were unable to pick up the fish on level 3. Full victory over there for Goblin, and take a look at the size of the army. Look at those giants, look at this cave troll. There is nothing to protect them, although Hobbit Alliance will be summoned soon enough. Drogov is heading their way. Gimli is here to save the day. Maybe we'll see later on how it's going to be. Tunnelland been used to just cover the place, to just aim for the fortress of Ecthelion with those giants, and this is actually what's going to happen. Let's check if there are 5 power points for Ecthelion to rebuild his fortress in this really crucial moment when you don't want to lose your fortress, when you just want to pick up the fortress of your opponent, when you want to stay in the game. There is a Firefly, lots of units being killed. Giant still punching with the rock, and this is it. Fortress is gone. Fortress is completely gone. No more power points for time being for Ecthelion. Really good pickup over there by Arangel, as he's constantly dealing damage. Axe throw into the Drogov on level 6, so that's not dealing that much damage. No more Men of Dale summon, and there is a worm. But Hobbit Lions with the rock can aim for the Drogov. Fun thing that I just realized. They can aim for the Drogov, but they're not dealing that much damage as it's supposed to be. There is a Watcher available, another 16 power points, so I don't think so. I don't think so that Dwarf will be able to do something with it, that he will be able to save the day. This Cave Troll level 9 may get away. Also the Axe Troll may be used over there onto him and kill him in the process. But I don't think so it's going to be utilized at the moment to just kill one little troll, even if it's on level 9. Yeah, troll is going to get away for sure. He's too fast, he's healing up. And now lots of units are going down. Another Axe Throw into the Drogov. Not killing him in the process, and this is it. Drogov may heal himself up also, but as we can see, Dwarf got to do something. Dwarf got 1k command points and he's trying to rebuild the fortress, so this game is not yet over, but I think the Gorky with Goblin Warriors, not a big deal, but there will be enough to scout the fortress, the placement of the fortress, that his opponent's going for the fortress, and this is actually a big deal for the Goblin player at the moment. To just find out when your opponent is trying to rebuild the fortress is a big deal. And yes, indeed, Gorky will scout the fortress, and Ecthelion will be aware of the situation. He will be aware of the placement of the fortress, that his opponent got enough resources to rebuild the fortress. Weissman down will be summoned, Warchan will be used. This fortress may be still cancelled, and Dwarf can save the resources, but he will waste the time of regain the power points, which is crucial at this point in the game, in this moment. And yeah, here it goes down. It's been cancelled, so as we can see, the 5k resources are back into Ecthelion's pocket, but he wastes time. He wastes really important time. If he will not get fortress as soon as possible, you're going to lose, and I think Ecthelion is aware of the situation. Of course, it's better to save your resources than just lose the fortress like this and not doing any kind of damage later on. But even if it's a really desperate move over there, And there is a tunnel level 3, there is also a battle tower, so there is another pick for Goblin player. Just pick this up with the troll, for example. It's almost level 10, so it's not a big deal. And there is Giant, some help from Marauder is really good against heroes, such heroes like Gimli, for example. You got to be careful about Axe Throw though. He's doing a really good amount of damage. Level 9 defense formation in order to tank the damage of the Axe Throw, and another fireball into the mineshaft. Here we go. Summon Dragon, and Drogov will be safe over there. So we got 25 power points for Goblin player as he's heading towards something more, and the fortress will be rebuilt near the inn, but it's, as I said before, wasting of time, and those really were utilized by a Goblin player. He just is going to destroy some structures, not big of the deal. Gimli will level up to level 5, but it doesn't matter in this point. It doesn't matter how much he's going to level up. He is facing Drogov on level 9, he is facing Gorkil on level 9 also, so it's not going to be that big deal for him. He will not be just able to pick it up. He will not be able to pick it up. Look at the Goblin army, he got everything in place. And Gimli, with the entire army, is out of position. He got to go into this mineshaft in order to get near the fortress that it's not even protected at all. There are only some battle towers, not a big deal. And we got all those summons. Man of Day will be summoned. There is a Watcher, Running Call will be used. Summon Balrog may be used, and it's going to happen on top of Man of Day. Bye bye Man of Dale, bye bye Running Call. Giant will deal damage towards the fortress. Gimli should appear on the battlefield. Slam attack should be used, and maybe he will be able to pick up something. There we go, whip, and this Gimli is low on health already. There is a heal already used, so, and rebuild. But let's see, the Firefly over there. And this hero is so low on health that you cannot deal any damage. Also there is a troll and fortress go down. Gimli was low on health, there was also a Watcher, and Gorkil was about to finish the job anyway. So really intense game, really nice looking game. Players got really good ideas about what to do and how to utilize them, those power points that they received or purchased. This is why they are both Pathfinder 2 experts, and I hope you was able to solve this in this replay. Anyway, thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.